Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Having played pretty much all the different Discover cards in various decks or whatever so far, I'm starting to think I want to put a deck with as many of them in there as I can, because pretty much every time I play Discover or I see somebody else play Discover, it seems like it's kind of wild. So let's go see if we can just make a busted Discover deck. Alright, this is going to be kind of a culmination, if you will, of decks I've played, things I've tested, research. So no matter what, I think we all can agree that Quintorius Khan is going to be the quintessential deck or card for this deck, right? We've played it in some other stuff recently. The card was ridiculous. Like, if you were able to play other stuff with Discover, we're going to get to trigger its life drain ability, and then periodically just it can go off on itself to be able to actually produce something else that can also sometimes discover. So this is going to be a little bit crazy playing this card in here. And alongside this, I think the community, we've all kind of decided that Pia Nalar, if you're playing Discover alongside Quintorius Khan, is a really good 2-card combo. They're even in the same colors. And getting all those free creatures on top of everything else can also help protect Khan. So this makes a lot of sense here. Hey, before we finish talking about this deck, I want to remind y'all that you should go over to CoolStuffInc.com if you're thinking about buying any type of Magic cards or really any gaming stuff, because you can save 5% on your purchase using code DRAGON. That helps the channel, it gets you some stuff, and they have a whole bunch of stuff on sale right now because of Black Friday, so you should check that out. But remember, use code DRAGON. Cool Stuff Inc. always has cool stuff in stock. Alright, continuing with this deck. Invasion of Gobakan works really well in decks I've played previously with Pia, mostly because you can make a couple of Thopter tokens and then they can immediately attack into this with flying. Then now your stuff is getting bonuses. So like that becomes really big, and it's a way to possibly protect your stuff from dying in combat or, you know, different types of sweepers potentially. But there's an interesting card, Zoyoa's Justice. This is one that we played, I believe, in the Motherlode deck that took a while to get a handle on, but once we did, this card was actually kind of sweet because you can use it off or defensively, I guess, if you want to say, against the opponent's stuff, but you can also use it offensively to trigger more Discover on your side, which gets all those other things to go off. And on top of that, if you have something like Curator of the Sun's Creation, which is what we actually played in that same Motherlode deck, then you get double triggers on your Discover stuff. So you have Zoyoa's Justice that can trigger it, you've got Quintorius Khan that can trigger it, and now you also have Geological Appraiser, which many people are kind of comparing this to the old Bloodbraid Elf, because it's kind of the same thing. 4 mana, 3/2, comes into play, gets something that's 3 or less, right? So makes all the right decisions for us here in this type of build, and we're going to be playing some Bone Horde Dracosaur because this also gives us a chance to play stuff from exile, which can trigger Pia, and kind of goes down that whole road together. Now, we are going to be playing some other stuff like the Trumpeting Carnosaur, because this is actually a removal card for us, but also can possibly let us hit a Bone Horde Dracosaur or a Quintorius, which is very good. And we're going to round this out with a couple copies of Chamil, the Inner Sun, because, well, free Discover, and this is a Discover deck, right? I've also seen a few people take time to play Rocco as well, and I think Rocco's going to be a good fit here too, because again, Rocco exiles cards. That works well with Pia if we can find any of our Discover stuff that'll trigger stuff with Quintorius, and it just kind of helps us find other things, and against Red can sometimes just give you enough food that you can just stay alive and it doesn't really matter. But as always, there'll be a few other cards. You can get the full deck list at the end of the video, or you can go down to the description below, look for the blue arrows, and take it to our Moxfield link, where you can get this full deck list, or a bunch of other really cool things you can play in Standard. For now, though, let's go play some Magic. Mulligan, dang it. Keeping this. Sadly, am I getting rid of Carnosaur? I guess so. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Pass the turn. Alright, well, I guess they're setting up to counter something. Let's start here, I guess. Alright, let's top deck a Rocco. Wow, you just don't care about my feelings at all, deck. Pass. I thought we were in this together, but my deck obviously does not care what the hell I want. Alright. You know what? I kind of want to just go with Curator next turn, but I'm going to do this anyway. You know, that mostly worked out, I guess. And we just get to see what happens. I mean, I guess I could just do it again to try to find something. Because having a 3/2 is not all that here, so sure. Weird choice, but why not? I mean, it does something. Like, we'll see if it's any good. What are they doing for 1 white mana here? Oh, of course. They're going to discard cards in March. Should have seen that coming. Alright. Pass the turn. You have a Wandering Emperor. Alright, I guess it just has to be what it is.
Finally, I'm home.
Alright. Looks like they don't have plans to sweep the board, so that's good news. Or else they wouldn't be making 2/2s here. They would have waited and just plussed, most likely. Gonna kill a dude. They are going to Leyline Binding. Huh. How do we feel about that? They didn't make another one here, so, I'm not sure if I want to do this or not. Because then we could, like, play if something comes up that's good there. But I only have this for a turn, so it's probably not worth it. I mean, if they just kill Quintorius, they just do. Like, we have to find something else anyway. But we at least get maybe 1 extra turn with it. We'll see. Yep. Are we going to get rid of our 3/2? We are with a laydown arms. With all those I mean, I guess there's enough 3-color lands or whatever. I guess that makes sense. Wild, though. We're just going to plus here, because that's the only thing that makes sense to do. Alright. What do we go with here? Do we try to stick one of these? I mean, I'm assuming it's not going to resolve, but... Oh, alright. Never mind. Sweeper time incoming, I imagine. This might be the Sunfall turn. Yep. As expected. No huge surprises there. Alright.
Keep watch for intruders.
I was going to say, and you got another one? Like, jeez. Alright, we got lands. So now we're going to plus no matter what. So let's just do that. Then it's just... I think we go here. Try to find something useful. That qualifies. And then maybe try to play this. Alright. Let's see what happens. I mean, if it's another Sunfall, it's another Sunfall. So be it. I mean, sure. I mean, there's another sweeper, obviously. I mean, like, nobody's fooled there. Ooh, 2 Dracosaurs. That's something. Sadly, I'm only going to get to resolve, or attempt to resolve, one of these Dracosaurs. That does hurt our feelings just a little bit. They haven't played a make. They do play make disappears. Alright, I guess we got to do this. Just in case they have another. Might as well drain the opponent. Alright. Yep, you got a dude. Of course, why would there not be? Like, that's exactly what we expect should happen there, right?
Remember your training.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just jump. That has first strike, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, at this point, we're just trying to outlast the opponent. Celestis, sure. Alright, Rocco, I see you. Yeah. I mean, do I just do this? I mean, I guess so. They can make another creature. I'm just thinking if I do this, maybe I could trick the opponent by putting a +1/+1 on Rocco. Nah, we'll just play this. This is fine. There's a chance we get something cool next turn. Yep. Just a land, just a land. Okay. We have so much life here, too. I mean, you know what? Maybe I should have put that on the 3/3. I could have had 2 reasonable blocks, possibly.
Strike fast and strike
But
hard.
it's whatever, I guess. I mean, Quintorius is a big enough boy that we don't have to worry about it too much. Just goes to 1. And that's okay. Yep. We block 1, block 1. Opponent's down to 1 card at the moment, too, which is serviceable for us, I think. That sucks just a little bit. See what we got. Since we have all this mana. Oh. I like that. Get to drain the opponent. Play a land, which makes a Thopter. Get to play this, which also makes a Thopter. Drains the opponent. We get to see what the last card is. Another Wandering Emperor. Well, they still have mana to play that, unfortunately. But we now know it doesn't kill us. So, put the opponent to 4. And then if we attack with everything... Oh, that wouldn't be enough. Because they could block, remove. Alright, so we can only attack with these. Alright, opponent goes to 1. Yep.
Now you've done it.
Did we do almost all of our damage this game with Quintorius? I'm just realizing that.
Keep watch for intruders.
We might have got a couple of early points of chip damage in there somewhere. But yeah, I think this is just like... Sure. Chump. Chump. I mean, opponent's at 1, so yeah, whatever. Like, I'm just keeping Quintorius because if they do sweep the board and we find a way to play something from exile, we can just drain them for the last amount. They could also use Celestis to go to 2 and search for a card. Oh, they had to Sunfall here. Brutal, but now we got to find something. And we don't have any of our creature lands in play. So y'all was Justice. Dang, that's tough. Oh, crap. All right. Opponent's going to get to gain some life here. And if they have a removal card, we are Dunskies. Because this, sadly, has to target something with mana value 1 or greater, and that is mana value 0. That does not help us.
Show them how we greet our
Yeah, they're just going to be looking for something here for our 3-2. I'm assuming. Because anything else doesn't make a lot of sense. It's only an... Oh, wait, no. This is... Well, it's artifact or creature. Yeah, same difference. Wait, they're just digging there? I guess if they find a land and another laydown arms, I guess that works too. All right, we still have outs. Even if we find a creature, come on. Like, we can target our own thing and drain them. Oh, not anymore, because they're going to 3 life there. Ooh, does this do it? Yeah, this does, actually. Because we'll get our free spell. So we just play the Carnosaur straight up. Get to drain the opponent. Yeah, whatever. Sure. And then we target our own thing. So we can discover again for free. Oh, that was such a tough game. So good, though. Look how crazy this is, though, right? The opponent countered our first creature, got rid of the first, I believe that was a Pia that they got rid of, then got rid of I think it was a Rocco, then got rid of our board. We kind of were gummed up, couldn't do much attacking, used another one, lay down arm once we got everything resituated. Like, didn't really get to remove anything with the Wandering Emperor. That was good. They just were able to block their creature for a while. They had another lay down arms. Then they Sunfalled to get rid of 7 things on the turn before we would have killed them because they were down at 1. Then somehow, I don't know how, they had a Memory Deluge and could not find a way to remove a token that left our Cantorius Khan alive for us to be able to draw a Carnosaur and use Zoyawa's Justice for the win. Craziest finish there, possibly, with the number of cards the opponent saw. We will keep this, I think. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess so. A little bit weird because we don't have a red land on turn 2 to use this like we would want, but I think we still do this just to guarantee we can get something of value. Otherwise, there's a chance we're not playing really anything on turn 2, and that's pretty rough. I mean, other than just straight up playing the creature, which I guess is viable, but not really what we're looking to do. We might fall too far behind here in the early going, but we'll see. Alright. Is this hoping there's no Brutal Cathar? The game plan here. Alright. We're trying to do a little something here. Adeline's not quite a Cathar, but it's close. It's a nuisance. Rocco said, "Don't worry, boss. We're holding the fort. I got your back." Okay. Thinking for a second. If we play this, then we could cast... Nope, we can't. No, we wouldn't. We'd be able to cast Pia, then Questing Druid. Wouldn't get the counter immediately, but... I mean... Yeah, that's probably still fine. And then play this. making Kia larger. No attack. I can save that as a chump block mode for Adeline. Counter on Kia. Why not? The other thing in these creature fights, if you stick a Rocco, is it ends up just being so much food that you don't even have to worry about as much as you would think sometimes. Like, Adeline attacking here is like, alright, I guess we chump block. Guess we block. Okay, Bonehorde Dracosaur. That's a thing. We like that. I only have this till end of turn, though. It's a shame, because I kind of want one more counter on something, but I'm going to go Dracosaur. Oh, wait, can we? Yeah, those come into play tap. This doesn't. We're going to go here, because this does also First Strike. Ooh, Invasion of Gobakhan. That's intriguing. Alright, Adversary, you got it. Still doesn't give them any great attacks here. So we don't mind. Yeah, opponent's looking at Dracosaur going, ah, hold up. Yep. Yep. Those are the ones you love, where you're going like, no good attacks there for you, boss. Excellent. Excellent. You love to see it. Alright. We're going to go here. Pump. Put a counter on the Dracosaur. Why not? Then we're going to play this, which triggers and gets us some bonuses. Then we're going to play this to see what's in their hand. Figure a bunch of things. Counter, I guess, on Pia. I don't even think we know. Yeah, we'll just go here. Oh, I should have put it on a token. Gosh dang it. I wasn't even thinking. Sure, I guess. Yeah, I should have put it on a token. That was silly. So silly. That's a treasure, though. It doesn't really change anything. Dang, that sucks. That was stupid. If I'd have done that, I could have triggered that immediately. That was just dumb. Alright, guess I'm going to pass for a second. They got yet another Adeline. Love to see it. Yep, you can have that adversary all you want. Still don't have great attacks. Like, we can still block fairly safely here. Rocco blocks Thalia, yeah. Nice. Nice. Alright. Let's go. Man, at some point I need to get these other tap lands in, but doesn't really matter, I guess. And then we could play this. Actually, no, let's play this. And then we'll just Chamil next turn. And that'll probably be the beginning of the end. Let's go here, because we can just attack with one token. Not have to overcommit. So I guess if we could just trigger both of them, we might as well, right? You already know what the card is, so whatever. And then, yeah, we're just going to get in here at one of them. These two are going to go at the other one. I may even just be able to attack the opponent here and not care. We've got a 6/6, 5/7. Yeah, I'm just playing overly conservative here. But whatever. I mean, I'm not going to die. I have so much food here. I don't see how they're going to win this game. I mean, truthfully, even if they were to sweep the board, we'd be rebuilt up in almost no time with our hand and the Chamil, so none of this really matters. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, I have the extra treasure. All right. That is the thing. Even though you're playing them technically for free off the top, you still have to have mana because of Thalia. This is so dumb. Like, yeah, we're literally just attacking with all our flyers next turn. Yep, that's ball game. They have literally no ways to win now. Yeah, even a Brutal Cathar is not good enough. Cute. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and I don't even, yeah, it's not worth doing. We just attack. Alright, we'll go first with this. Ooh, actually, crap. And I was thinking about making this forest either a plains or a mountain. I really need to. We don't need to have just a regular forest in the deck, I don't think. Damn. Alright, we'll keep. But I don't love it. Worst case scenario, though, if we don't get to play Pia, we'll just go look at cards. Here's a chance, even if we play Pia, she's just dead anyway, so, you know, whatever. None of it may matter. I wonder if it's worth it to just play the Druid outright here, because we're not going to get a chance to play the cards, and maybe they'll waste a burn spell. Like, it's a little goofy, but, like, if they don't, we play Rocco, then that becomes a 2-2 and whatever, you know? Yeah, so that kind of worked, right? Yeah, no blocks. I mean, sort of did what it was supposed to. No attacks. Alright, we did find a land, which is good. They have a rage. Are they going to use it, is the question. I think they are. Which would give us a food. And a chance to put a 1-1 on something, which is kind of amusing. To the point that I'm not even sure I should block knowing they have the rage. This is amusing. Like, this is almost like sometimes ignorance is bliss, because I both do and don't want to block knowing they have that, because it's going to provide a food for me as well, which is very intriguing. So if we don't block, we take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go to 6, but then we have a food. So that's its own whatever. But, yeah, I'm going to not block. If they just have 6-pointed burn damage, then we'll just die next turn. Yep. Alright. Not sure how much mana I'm going to leave up for food here. How necessary that is, but it's a non-zero answer that mana needs to be left up here. Let's turn this into a bigger body. So if there is another Monstrous Rage, we might have some semblance of something there. This turns into a 3-3, which gives us an okay block. And then we just pass. Ooh, Zoyawa's Justice. That's cool in case they do have a Monstrous Rage. This makes combat really interesting now. Make her a 3-4? Alright, get more food. Man, we might have just stonewalled the opponent here. But if they have 2, like, lightning strikes, they would be able to respond to us doing something, so have to take that into consideration. Opponent's just going to attack through. Alright. So we're going to line up our blocks in a way that are most beneficial to us. Block here, block here. See what they want to do. That's what I thought they might want to do. So now, the most they could have is 3 in hand, right? Unless they have another rage, then whatever. F it. If you got it, you got it. We're going here. Counter on you. Oh no! We just lost. Yep. Oh no, because that has to go in their hand? Why did they not? Did they just have a land? Oh, is Discover a permanent? Hold on a second. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Yeah, it's a non-land card with mana value selection. You may cast it without paying its mana value cost or put it... Why did they not just shoot us? I gambled. I mean, I goofed up on the gamble, but... Alright. I'm not sure I really understand, but I'll gain some life, I guess. Alright. Still playing Magic. Even though we shouldn't be, I should have just taken, you know, my blocks and gained the 3 or whatever. Especially since I already had another Rocco. I could have blocked away that I didn't have to care, but here we are, still playing Magic. Alright, down to 4. Which I'm not sure the opponent ever is going to fully recover from. If we conned, we -4 automatically and drain for 3. Or drain for 2, so we go to 6. Or we could just play something and crack food. Probably smarter. Alright, I'm going to crack one of them. Just because being at 7 is just safer. Alright, no attacks. Oh, great. We get to do this twice. I was going to do the other one, but now we get a free token as well. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's weird. I took a gamble that definitely didn't work, but... So, this is one of those ones, like, we're going to win, but I don't know. Just put that there, I guess. I mean, as long as we have infinite food and gigantic blockers, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, another blocker, more food? Yeah, like, Okay, so if we want to rewind a second and just talk about that game, like, on the turn where I ended up using the Justice on the, I believe it was, where's he at? The Feldon, wherever he went. Oh, he got shuffled back in, right? So, I could have actually just targeted the other creature. Or, I guess at the time, it was the adversary. If I would have just targeted the adversary, then I still could have taken 3 from a Lightning Strike. I would have taken... I could have put the extra +1/+1 on Pia, I guess. And then, with that, been able to take... We were at 6. We would have taken 3, 4, 5 trample. So we'd have been at 1, and I don't remember if they even had any damage after that. So we were probably fine, because we just started the same thing, gaining life or whatever. So I guess ultimately it may not have mattered, but it was definitely a bad play that followed a bad play, it feels like. But hey, still winning, so we'll just move on. Okay, this is solid. Let's keep this. We even got our Prairie on 1. We get our choice of playing it. I think we're just going to play Druid. Actually, depending on what we're up against, we'll probably just Seek the Beast, actually. But we'll see. I mean, there's a world, I guess, where we may not, because we might just play Rocco. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Because if we were to use this, we're not going to take a turn to actually use the cards. So if they want to kill Pia here, that's fine. Like, we could live with that. Oh, why did I put the... I almost messed up there last turn, y'all. Alright. Rocco, do you get countered? Nope, they're just going to kill our Pia. Oh, they are going to counter it. Sweet. Go ahead and attack. Not sure what the opponent's up to just yet. We've only seen a counter, so that doesn't tell us a whole lot. Alright. So... they want to... Alright, let's attack first, see what they do. I'm going to just end the turn. I'm not going to risk anything else getting countered here. Wow, they didn't kill Pia, nor did they try to cast anything during our end step. That is very, very interesting. Oh, is this one of those weird reanimator type decks? I feel like that could be the case. Well, they let that go pretty quick. Doesn't mean there's not a counter, though. Wow. Wow. All of this? Man, we're about to get our board swept next turn, aren't we? Okay. Alright. What do we want to do with this? This we can wait on. This we can wait on, but these we kind of have to do or die right now if we're going to do it. Oh, gosh, this sucks. Alright. I mean, I feel like we're just going to lose our board next turn, but it is what it is. Probably going to be something like a burn down the house or some such. I mean, I probably could have got Quintorius through, but I just really couldn't tell if there was a counter or not. Like, if you have something, you got to do it now, though, right? Yeah, I was going to say, burn down house makes the most sense. Alright, there's a long pause on the opponent's turn. I'm not really sure what that means. I feel like there's another burn down the house, but, like, whatevs. Alright, I guess Rocco it is. Put the opponent at 9. Okay, that's something. We can at least work with this a little bit. They got an obliterating bolt. What do they choose to kill? Probably Rocco. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, if they have a sweeper, you probably just go for that, obviously. But maybe they can kill both of these anyway without wasting us burn down the house. Tezzeret. I like where they're going with this. Use Tezzeret to turn a artifact in, and then if I block, you can choose where to use the obliterating bolt. Oh, they're not. I thought that was going to be the play here. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, because you still get a treasure. You can attack with the other treasure as a 4/4. Interesting, though. That's a pretty cool play. Still not 100% sure what their deck's doing, but some type of artifact-based blue-red thing. Alright, so they're just going to bolt, and then they're going to attack anyway. Wait. Oh, because it has a +1 on it. I was like, wait, why did that not kill it? I forgot. Starts out as a 2/4, but becomes a 3/5. Alright. That's not bad either. Alright. Alright, well, opponent just conceded. Oh, no. This is definitely a mulligan. We couldn't play anything we had in hand. That's real bad. We'll keep this, probably scrap this, because we're still tight on mana for the moment. Alright, let's hit up an invasion and see what the opponent's working with. A bunch of stuff we don't like. Oh, it's like, okay, alright. Wow, what do we want to deal with here? Fading Hope? That isn't really, I guess maybe Lightning Strike? I mean, the others are annoying. They could block, I guess, but, Oh, hey, you're cool. We like you. Nice. I guess discarding this doesn't count as playing it if I have to kill something. So that's sad. Though... Oh, wait. This only deals it to creatures, though, right? Creature or planeswalker. So I can't even target a battle. That sucks. Because that would have been cool. You're looking at my Carnosaur like, Depending on what I draw, I may or may not use it on the Carnosaur. We'll see. Oh, I see. You want Fading Hope that? It's going to be like that, then fine. Ooh. Didn't get the mana to play that, though. This does create a problem. How do we want to go about this? We could just play another Rocco, let this die, have a blocker, let this become some big, like, 6 power something or other, which is gross. But then we could just use this, I guess. That might be the play, sadly. We have enough life that we can goof around for a minute. Alright, there's another land which helps for next turn. And I still need 4 mana to Lightning Strike unless they found another one. Opponent, what would you like to do, friend? Okay, so they're going to turn that into a 5-4. That's fair. Can't really fault them for that. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, they had a different one. They didn't even play the other one. That's tough. Alright. And this sucks because this actually has no cost, so I can't use that on there like I want to, which is so funny. Alright. I really, truly want to play this and try to set this up, but I think I'm just going to roll with this first. And see what we hit. Alright. You'll have to do. I guess I gotta do this, because I wouldn't have the mana to play the cards anyway, because it's only until the end of this turn. Alright, no attacks. Got a land, that's fine. Oh, they found a Fading Hope. That's gross. That's gonna hurt quite a lot. Even more so if they have another land. Yep. That happens. I guess we put the counter on you, so you can block something effectively, or try to. I mean, we're kind of dead, though, right? I mean, I guess not completely yet, but it's damn close. Yeah, we kind of never really got rolling this game. I mean, we can block what we can block, but we're still dead, right? Take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We die next turn unless we'll have mana open for food. That's rough. I mean, I guess that's the best we can do. I mean, I was thinking if they even had like a rage or something, we were dead anyway. But I don't see how we can get ahead here. Because, like, we can play this, which, fine. We can play this. That's a blocker. Even if we crack food, I mean, we can block 1. Let's take 3 in the air. Block 1, 2, 3 on the ground. Take 4, gain 3. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. Boy, sure. Let's see what happens. Against red. Well, at least we got Rocco, which is like our favorite card in this fight. See if we can slow them down at all. Oh, well, I guess Rocco's not going to matter when they have war crafting. Jeez. Yeah. I guess we still get it. Like, that's just unfortunate. That's tough. And right now, we have to take a point to play the Rocco, too. Yep, you got it. On the plus side, at least 1 burn spell's gone. Don't know what that equates to overall. Alright, so we get a land, though we're probably going to want to Pia and Invasion next turn. We'll see, though. Because getting an extra body to block with is also very good. Don't tell me you drew another Warcrafting. That would suck. They play Godric here. They get in for a lot of damage, though. And that becomes real. But we do get to put a +1/+1 on Rocco there, so maybe. We'll see. I guess if they do that, though, then we also play the land to keep Rocco out of Warcrafting range, which is a little tricky, but interesting. Alright, so they got treasure. And then they're attacking with everything. Interesting. I'm not blocking. Oh, they didn't have the rage. I thought that's what they were setting up for. Ah, they got me. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Man, now I really want to play Invasion just to know what's over there. Oh, you know what? They might be trying to set up next turn to play this as a 3/3, shoot us. And that would kind of make sense. I think we do this, though. Got to take a point, unfortunately. Play this land. Yeah, just... can't justify not doing it. Even though maybe I should put the counter on Pia, I mean... there is some justification for that. If we think we're just going to lose Rocco anyway. Got Dracosaur, might be too late. Yep, they're going to crack everything to get rid of old Chef here. But that's not the worst. We'll go to 6. And we should still be in okay shape. Wait. Oh, yeah, because they're playing it from exile. So we just make this bigger then, right? Yeah. Because it's not the card he puts there. It's just a card from exile. And then we block here to save max damage and block here. Alright. We're at 7. I don't see a way we lose with what they have. Oh, I don't have the other... oh, crap. I screwed up. I should have played one of those Copperline Gorges tapped. Alright, I guess we'll go Adversary. We're at 7. I could crack a food and go to 10. I don't think there's a real way we lose, so... go get one of these and we'll make another Thopter. And get to put a counter on Pia, so that's fine. Alright, in the turn. Yeah, that was just a bad mistake on my... I mean, I guess I wouldn't get to cast it anyway, because it does get exiled if I can't cast it there. But we should be good to go now. Yeah, that does its thing. Sure, put a counter on this. Crack this to go to 9. And I'm pretty sure at this point we can't lose. Not easily, anyway. They only have that left? Yeah, I'll just double block that. Alright. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so y'all, I don't know if there's a lot to change here. If anything, I would say... well, we'll talk about the individual cards here in a second. But we've got 3 Invasion of Gobakan, 2 Zoyawa's Justice, 4 Questing Druid, 4 Pia Nalar, 4 Rocco, 4 Curator of the Sun's Creation, 3 Geological Appraiser, 2 Virtual Loyalty, 2 Bone Horde Dracosaur, 3 Quintorius Khan, 3 Trumpeting Carnosaur, 1 Chameel, variety of lands. What I would say is if you want to make a change, I think being able to play the Appraiser is more valuable than being able to play the Curator in a lot of situations. Just being able to get that second body guaranteed. Because while the Curator is nice, and we do have like Zuavish Justice, we've got the Appraiser, we have Quintorius, we have Carnosaur, nice to get the double trigger. It doesn't happen as often as you would think. So I would cut one of those and play another Appraiser, which apparently I need to craft one. So that's interesting. But that will work better because more often you're going to hit something you want, right? You're either going to get to probably play this for free or you get a Pia or a Rocco, and both those are pretty important. So I think I'd rather be able to hit one of those more often than not if we were given a choice. Other than that, not much I would change. I think this is the list I'm going to post up. I did swap out that forest for a mountain. I don't know if that comes up in the video. That was a sticking point at one point. But yeah, this is a very, very interesting deck. Yeah, this deck seems to have game against a lot of different things. I would say if there is any type of real issue with the deck, it's that if it stumbles on its own mana, but I guess that could happen to a lot of decks. And I would say for sure the Reanimator decks are probably going to be your biggest weakness, unless you get early Invasion of Gobakhan, Zoyowish Justice. I think if you get those two cards, you could maybe stay alive because whatever they reanimate, you could get rid of that. And then maybe they just flip into some spell or something and you're probably still okay. Not so much if they just get back like a Planeswalker, because we don't have a great way to kill those, so that could be an issue. But that's probably the toughest matchup for this deck, I would say. Because you do take a little while to get going and to kill them, so you're not really racing unless you get a real early Pia with the right cards. So that kind of sucks, but you do at least have some answers. But we saw against the control matchups what we're able to do. Very winnable games. You know, I would say even against the like mono blue type stuff, you can stick things in pretty easily under the radar, and you can gain enough life that you can just make attacks bad for people. So yeah, this was a pretty good one. Difficult to play at times, with a lot of decisions, but very cool. And honestly, Discover is just a damn strong mechanic. And now, since I mentioned it earlier, for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Bloodbraid Elf. This was kind of like the OG card that everybody played when you wanted to get 2 for 1, right? And it was allowed to be played with all types of big burn spells and blightning and all kinds of other neat things. So it was like the quintessential Jund card once upon a time. Didn't really get played in just straight up Gruul stuff, but definitely in Jund builds. Just because your efficient small spells were just so good. The thing about this card though is it's been reprinted a ton of times. I think we even have a couple different promo versions of it. So if you want to play with one of these, you can get them really cheap. I mean, they cost almost nothing at this point, but just a really good versatile card and still show up from time to time in older formats. And I have to say, if you're looking for a different way to play Naya, I would check out this humans list we played. It was pretty versatile and played 35 creatures, which is crazy. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.